So what's up, YouTube? I don't know if you guys remember last video, or if you guys saw the last short. Josh and I were at the junkyard, and we were getting basically everything behind the dash, from the blower, heater core, all of that stuff. This car originally was a race car, so it didn't have none of that. All that was stripped out. So we are trying our best to refresh everything in it. We are trying to basically preserve the car as much as possible, because parts are getting very, very, very hard to find. We do want to go back to get the dash. Now the dash is gray. The one that we have here is black. And my issue with this one is, let me turn around, is this part right here. This is literally the only issue with the car. Up there is not cracked. If you own a Civic, you already know that they are prone to cracking. So I don't think I'm able to fix this. I would like to try, because unless we get lucky and find another black one, we're gonna have to get that other one, which is gray, and basically dye it. This part, if you're wondering why it's missing, I do have it. It was swapped out from the airbag to the airbag delete, and it's carbon fiber. Problem is that it was already kind of fading, so it's at work. So my manager is currently working on it for me. He's very good. He works with carbon fiber, so he's sanding it and re-clearing it, and that's gonna be good. Also, at the junkyard, this car is a 96 and it was converted to a 2000. This bezel, we don't really like it, this type of style. We like the other ones where the AC unit and everything is basically on the sides and they're knobs. So we just got to go back, and it had the original radio. I'm thinking of getting the original radio with it. Might not use it, but again, those are some things that you just can't find anymore. I also did order the window regulator, because this one is messed up. So we had basically a little 2x4 thing here holding the window up. So that is also at work. I did drive the car at work on a week ago or so, and drove good. I should have recorded. Again, I apologize for not having the camera on me all the time, and I was going to take, well, I did have my Ray-Bans with me, and it has the camera on it so I can drive, but issue is that it's very, very, very loud. Back here, if you can see right there, is the muffler. Now Josh had brought the whole exhaust system from the Integra to work. We tried to mock it up to see if we can make it work. Problem is obviously it's gonna be too long. So we ended up welding a little bit so basically the noise is not right under me, and most of the noise is towards the back of the car. So at least it's a little bit better, but it's still pretty loud. So I wanted to go to Roadrunner today, our muffler shop, our local muffler shop, but they close at 12:30, and so won't be able to go today. So I'm gonna have to leave it for next weekend. Maybe Friday I can go by and get that all sorted up, and basically fix the rest of the welding that we did. We just did it kind of just to make it work for now. Other than that, I do have everything. If you're wondering why everything is all, like not on now, for this, the panels, if you own a Civic 96 to 2000, you already know that these panels are very, very, very weak, especially the upper portion of it. So I have it at work. May or may not try to fix it. We'll see. I'm not really sure how can I fix it because everything is all in pieces. Now I have all the pieces because there is very thin plastic that's molded together, but it's all shattered. And to find these panels is very, very, very hard. I looked even on eBay and used, you're talking about for one panel like $300, so it's insane. So we'll see when we get there. If we have to change the dash and we can get the matching doors, then I'll get the matching doors. Well, the panels, the other ones from that car, the panels, if I remember correctly, I think they were also bad. So we'll get them when we get there. My main focus is getting the window regulator to work, so at least I can bring up and down the window. This is not a car that's going to be driven all the time, but I don't want to have to take it somewhere and have the window down. So we'll see. Same thing with the blower and all of that. If I'm not sure you can even see, let me turn it around. I'm not sure if you can really tell, but there's nothing really up there. All you see, yes, is the wires, which I have all these plastics and that goes under here. I have all that. I even have the rug still back there, which we would like to dye. So another issue we are having before we throw anything on is right there is all these are the brake lines, because it has a brake tuck, so they put it behind the firewall. How I did my my Integra, I didn't physically do it. I had Enemy Creations do it, and he did a better job. This again, we got the car like this, but to put the blower and all that, we're gonna have to remove that because the lines, the way they're routed, it gets in the way. So we're gonna have to get a kit, which they do sell, and instead of hard lines, it'll be soft lines, so they're easier to move around. So we'll see. Other than that, the roof liner we have, I don't know if you can tell right there, it's all pretty beat up. Josh had found it in the junkyard on a hatch, which is very hard to find a hatch in the junkyard. So he found it. We're gonna go ahead and get the material and try to do it ourselves. If we can't for whatever reason, then we'll go ahead and we'll send it out to take a real poster or whatever the case is. Other than that, as you see, I have all the plastics. I have everything, but I don't want to throw anything on yet until we put the whole, everything behind the dash. So we'll see, I guess, when the time comes. Unfortunately, Josh, not unfortunately, he is on vacation. He is on a cruise for 10 days. So this is his very first cruise. So, that's always exciting. So other than that, that's basically it. It's coming along. I still need a wing. Still gotta get a wing. They're not bad in price. They're about, I've seen them from $80 to $100. Not that bad. So before I forget, I do gotta get another radiator. This is the bracket that we got from that car. It's obviously to the side because of the way, as you see, this is not for here. So basically I just managed to make it work for now. I only drove it to work once. I do gotta get that radiator that comes with the slim fan and all of that, and all this will be sitting exactly how it's supposed to, because this technically is supposed to be sideways. Other than that, everything is still pretty much the same. I don't think I've ever mentioned what the car has. The transmission is a stock LS transmission. The block is a LS block. It has golden rods, golden eagle rods, Seiko pistons, and they're 12 to 5 to 1, so it's high compression. I don't remember the name of the injectors, but they're 1200 cc's. The head is a GSR head, so VTEC. Everything is rebuilt to with Brian Crowder parts. Cams are stock. The manifold is a Type R manifold. I have just the intake just kind of just there for now, because this is going to be boosted, which I have the turbo at work. I'm waiting for my manager to get his powder coating machine up and running, because that's gonna get powder coated. The headers, they're PLM headers. Other than that, we can't see it right now, but has port mounts, all solid mounts. AEM fuel rail. I have, well, it's still in Integra. I have an AEM fuel pump, which I still got to take out. It is base map on an E85, and it still got to get tuned, like really tuned. It was basically a base map just to be able to drive the car around, which is fine, and it moves pretty good. Once it actually gets tuned, then we'll be good to go. But I want to get everything else buttoned up first before we go ahead and get it tuned. And I do want to get the flex fuel sensor, because where I live there isn't any E85. The closest E85 is by my job. So I put 93 just to kind of, you know, but you can't beat on it. You just kind of just drive it slow, I guess. Other than that, yeah, everything is pretty much the same. The last thing it's going to need is a paint job, big time. If you see right here, I don't know if you can tell, there's like some rust right there. Something fell on it, and it just kept dripping, and it landed there. On camera, you can't tell, but in person, the car needs to get painted, like really bad. Other than that, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll try to get some videos of me going to get the exhaust welded, and I guess we'll go from there. That gives time Josh to come back, and I wanted to really give you guys a update on what's going on. And I know I never made a video of what the car has. I am getting it's stock suspension right now, but I am getting True Hearts coilovers from my friend Juan. If you remember, years ago I had a coupe, EG coupe. That one I had sold it to him, and when you see that car, because eventually we'll go to his house, it's like a show car, and it's completely repainted. Remember, it was black. It was completely repainted. Rebuilt single cam. He's gone like all out, and so I'm getting it from him. He bought some BC coilovers, so at least to have some type of coilovers. He gave them to me. He said I could have them, so of course I'm gonna take them. Saves me, you know, $500-600. I do have to get camber kits before I throw anything on, because I'm not trying to waste tires. I do need other tires, because these tires are, let me see, they are 60s. If you can see, they're pretty chunky. They're pretty chunky. So, and I do want to get the wheels painted. I'm thinking of maybe blue. So we'll see. Other than that, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.